There we go. Now you got me. Now you got the mic. Mic is on now. I forgot to take that off of there in the intro. What's going on, You Do It? Man, when you're a one-man operator trying to do everything, it's crazy trying to keep up track. You're trying to flip stuff here. You're the producer, you're the director, and you're the person online as well. So now you guys should hear me. You still don't hear me? Hold on. You should hear me by now because everything looks like it's a go. Okay, so you guys got me now. So my chat through OBS is a little bit of delay. So okay, so we're good there. So welcome everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a great Tuesday night. Big shout out to You Do It in the house. Make sure you check him out too. We got the Eclectic Beard in the house. Going to be on his show here in about an hour or so as we get into some of the college football talk. And we also got Bart Robinson in the house. It's been a while, my friend. Cheers. How are you doing? Good to see you back. And audio coming through now. Good to go, as everybody is actually indicating here. Yeah, right? You hear that one-man team. So when you're directing, you're producing, you're commentating, you're doing all this stuff, it gets a little crazy sometimes. So I'm trying to keep taking these steps forward and doing so. It's one more thing I throw into the mix that can throw me off. But that's the fun thing when you're doing a live show. I like doing a live show. It takes me back, like I said before, to my DJ days. So I kind of like being on my toes a little bit. Cool. So You Do It. Thank you, sir. Sounding good there as well. Appreciate that. And let's see here. So tonight, I'm going to actually take one from the cellar. What's up, Eric? What's up, my brother? And this is going to be a look at the 2018 Stone Woot Stout, which I'm finally getting around to drinking because with so many beers, it does take time once in a while. This one itself comes in at, I saw it here earlier, I think it's 11.5%. Yes, 11.5% ABV. It is an ale brewed with pecans, or do you say pecans, wheat and rye, 1/4 aged in bourbon barrels. So 11.5% ABV. And they do put a date on the bottle. So we got to give up a little bit of love for that. They put the date on here. And this one was actually bottled back July of 2018. So should be in pretty good shape along those lines. And let me see, having that Dogfish Head bourbon barrel aged world. There you go, son. How is that one, Eric, my friend? And hopefully you'll actually put up the review on that, so I'll have to check that out there. Didn't even know they had the bourbon barrel aged. But the bourbon barrel is only 2% higher than the regular. I think the bourbon barrel is 18% from what I was reading. The regular is 16%, so not too much of a kick up. Hoping that StreamYard has the ability to have a co-host to control the show. They are working on some new things. Funny you actually mentioned StreamYard, You Do It. Before I get into the beer here, they actually sent another bulletin out today. They added new things to the channel. One, you can actually kick out people if you like open up your thing and someone gets on there. You could actually remove them before, I guess, or silence them, but now you can kick them out. You can also ban people so that you don't have people that might be like your trolls hitting as well. And then there's another thing they added too. So I read the email a little quick this afternoon when I saw it, but they are upping some stuff there. So, you know, they may put a co-host. I think they actually may have mentioned in there about some co-moderating as well. Now that I think about it, I'll have to go back and check out the email. And then if I can see some stuff on there, I'll add it into the Eclectic Beard Show at 9 o'clock when we do the sports talk on his channel. What's up, Flo Rida Hillbilly? Let's go Mountaineers. That's right. That's my Mountaineer buddy right there, my Mountaineer bro. Welcome, my friend. If y'all haven't seen Flo Rida Hillbilly's channel, check him out. He's always got good stuff going on, especially as you get toward the weekend. He always has a party, him and Bones just hanging out, having a good time. He does music trivia and a bunch of other stuff on his channel. Makes it a real good time to just hang out and kick back a little bit. And of course, enjoy some beverages as well. Okay, so you did see that update as well, You Do It. Yeah, so I saw it come in earlier today. They also limited the free plan, if you didn't know, to now you only have, they're going to make it 20 hours for the month. And you have to wait for the next month to reset. So they're trying to get that push going for people to actually buy into the premium packages, I believe. 20 hours is a good amount of time, depending. You know, we do the live stream on Thursday when we do the Beer Flow show. We could go 2 to 3 hours there. During the other course of the week, if you do a hangout or something, they can add up on stuff. So if you're doing a free plan, you just might want to plan out how you actually want to use StreamYard. For me, as I slide into more of the OBS, doing a lot of the solo streams, it's not really a problem. But to get the hangouts and stuff worked in on a monthly basis, this is going to be something I'm going to have to track, because obviously I'll cut out 2 to 3 hours every Thursday just in case for the Beer Flow show. Oh, Eastwind in the house. What's up, Chris? Rick James, bitch. What's going on, man? Hopefully, I don't know if you're back here in the States or if you're overseas traveling. Again, that is the most traveling man I think I know right now. Eastwind Farms, always out traveling. Check him out. If you guys are hunters, you can always check out his deer cam. He puts up different video from that each week. Has a lot of good stuff that he does on his video. He kicks it. He has a big party a lot of the time, playing some good music, relaxing, kicking back, and throwing down a few brews. So speaking of which, so the Stone Woot Stout, picked this up last year, as I mentioned. Hadn't drank it for whatever reason, or drunk it. It's been a long time since I went to an English class. But anyway, figured it's time. It's time to check this baby out and see what the hootenanny is all about and see how good this beer actually is. Now, one of the things, if you're not familiar with the Stone bottles, I don't know why they do it, but they put a ton of writing on the backside of the bottle. I don't know anybody that really goes through and reads all this writing. Lagunitas has a bad habit of doing this too. I don't know if it's part of their marketing idea or what, but it seems like a big waste of space for me, because I'm not going to sit there and read through all that stuff. But anyway, it does tell you enjoy fresh or age at cellar temp. So they do kind of look out for you on that. And so I did age this one. We're in good shape there on the aging. Pulled it out with my new air fridge that I have and the thermometer there. I actually set it to a higher level now, so I don't have to wait as long, because I know what the temperature is in the fridge when I put stuff in there. I know when it's ready to go. Crack this baby open. No explosion like that other video I had, so we're in good shape. I like everybody saying hello to everyone. Make sure you guys check out everybody's channels as well. You can always hit those 3 dots next to their name, and that way you can go visit them and see the good stuff they're doing. Great bunch of people in here right now. Definitely say check out the Eclectic Beard, who's been throwing down a lot of good stuff about the new Elon Musk Tesla truck. If you have curiosity about that truck, I would definitely say check out the Eclectic Beard's reaction to it and the video. Some really good stuff. Today he actually compared it to the base F-150. I have to finish watching that video as well, but just some good stuff out there. So there you go. The presentation. A nice dark looking stout. Head came out to be almost about a finger. It's about a half finger or maybe quarter of a finger now, depending on the size of your hands. Nice dark color. Not really seeing anything through it. I get a light behind it, not getting any tint, so I'm going to go ahead and call that jet black. Nice aroma. You get a nice feel coming out of the sweetness of the malts. Get a little bit of a chocolate feel, a little bit of a coffee feel. A little bit of a caramel or toffee undertone with the beer. You can definitely tell there's going to be a nice richness in here. That chocolate feel coming out is kind of that baker's type chocolate. Yeah, Eclectic Beard, enamored with the Cybertruck. You've done some good videos on it. You're definitely all over it, so definitely worth checking out. Hey, what's happening, Ramon Orlano? Welcome to the channel. Tonight I am drinking one that I pulled from the cellar. It is the Stone Woot Stout 2018 edition. Decided to kind of throw this one down tonight. 11.5% ABV. Chris says Eastwind Farms, he watches Flo hitting the pipe all the time. Yeah, Flo's having a good time over there. Flo hitting the pipe like Pookie out of New Jack City. You know what I'm saying? But that's all right, because it's legal where he's at. If you got it, you might as well use it. Get the taste on this, baby. Oh, hey, Erie, what's happening? Cheers, my friend. Nice to see you drop by. It might be the first time I think you've come over, Erie. It's nice. Erie's the better half of the Eclectic Beard, by the way. Ooh. It's got a nice feel to it. You get almost a milk chocolate type taste in the beer. Lasting duration of the flavor really sticking in the mouth nicely. You get a little bit of a caramel type feel. If you think of, I forgot who makes those caramello candy bars. It kind of has a feel like a caramello candy bar. Right, Ramon Pookie said, you want to buy a turkey? You want to buy a turkey. It's a classic movie, New Jack City. You really feel it sit on the tongue nicely. Slides right down the throat. A little bit of that coffee type bitterness, but wow, it is very smooth. 22 ounce bottle, 11.5% ABV. This will easily catch up with some people, knock them on their ass. I'm getting a good lasting amount of flavor in the cheeks, which is one of the things I like about some of the stronger type beers. I like to see how they actually last around, where you can actually put it down and still pull out flavor. You can do that with this with no problem. Just a nice sultry smoothness to the beer. And I gotta admit, I haven't been back to Stone in a while. For a while, I thought they were kind of just, resting on their laurels, not really pushing the envelope too much. And I read a piece about them last year trying to get back into making more beers and getting back on their game. This is actually a nice one. They actually come up with this one. And I heard this was good last year. I just didn't drink it till now. Alan says, hello, Erie. You keeping them runs in check. So, yeah, who's babysitting right now at the Eclectic Beard household? Who's watching the kids? Alice, I reviewed beer for over a year. You do a pumpkin beer, and she goes, I want to try that. You want to try this one, the Woot one, or a pumpkin one? This is definitely one worth picking up. I think you might dig this one, Alan. So they didn't, apparently on the label, they mentioned a quarter of it being bourbon barrel. So they didn't bourbon barrel the whole batch. They took 25% of it and put in the barrel, it seems. You get a little bit of a feel of that in the beer, but it's not overpowering. I mean, it kind of just fits in nicely. You can feel it a little bit on the back end in the taste. But they did a hell of a job blending this one here. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, cheers, cheers. Aaron said he sold it better, LOL. And Eclectic is setting setting up the banners for the show that we'll be doing in a little bit. Vanessa Kitty, pumpkin eggnog. Now, is this eggnog another batch that you actually made? Because I know you made the last one using the duck egg, so I wonder if you made another batch with this one. And I did see the Evan Williams eggnog is now out. I didn't pick it up last weekend, but I think I may pick it up this weekend just to try it out. I haven't had eggnog in years, and people have told me the Evan Williams one is pretty decent. So I'm going to see what it has to offer. You take a look there. You can see some of the lacing on the glass as it just rocks. There's some of the leg action. If you're a legs person, you see some of that stuff happening there. Making more this weekend. Nice. Party at Vanessa's house. Get a little dot of like a little bit of bitterness like on the tip of the tongue as well. But yeah, this is one worth picking up. It does have the richness, as I mentioned, on the nose. You do get that in the taste. It has a little bit of a decadence about it. You could actually use this as a dessert beer, or you could take it and pair it up nicely with some desserts as well. If you think of something like a chocolate type cake, a tart, something along those lines, you could actually have this, though, I would say, even if you're enjoying like turkey, that it would actually work well. Oh, that's good stuff. So speaking of Thanksgiving, is anybody pumped up about anything they're going to be having? what's some of your favorite Thanksgiving foods out there you're going to be enjoying here on Thursday? Are you guys big turkey eaters, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese? Just cracked the Bissell Brothers substance. Nice. I've actually heard a lot of good stuff about Bissell Brothers and have not seen them as much here because I'm in the Cincinnati area. I'll have to keep an eye out, see if I can come across them, or when I travel again and do some road trips, try to pick them up. Vanessa's getting a couple dozen eggs, duck eggs, for the new batch. So do you prefer duck eggs to just chicken eggs? Is there a big difference? Barbecue turkey. Now, is anybody deep frying turkey? Does anybody still, are planning to do that as well? Shopping Hanscom Air Force Base early. Well, I gotta imagine if you're gonna go there, you're trying to beat somewhat the crowd. You probably have to go early. It's funny, our Kroger is open to 5 o'clock on Thanksgiving. And I remember being a kid, and the grocery stores were all closed, but even grocery stores are working on holidays now, which makes sense for people that forget stuff or need stuff. Maybe go buy some beer because someone brought the wrong beer, but it kind of sucks for those that have to work, although they get time and a half, so maybe they're okay working because they're getting those extra dollars. Maybe some of them rather be working than be at the house with the family. You just never know nowadays. So somebody says, we need to go to the store and pick up something. I'll go. You start getting volunteers. I want to get out of the house with families there. Yes, duck eggs are larger and more richer. The yolks are twice as big as chicken eggs. All right. I've actually had duck. I think I only had duck like one time in my life. It was actually really good. Wouldn't mind having it again. You got a lot of Toppling Goliath or Hot Butcher for the world in Cincinnati. Do I get? We did start getting, I believe, Toppling Goliath in one of our places, which is Jungle Jim's. I haven't picked it up yet, but Jungle Jim's, and I've mentioned this before, is like considered one of the top 5 places in the country to buy beer, so we're actually fortunate to have it here. But I have not seen Hot Butcher, but I've heard of Hot Butcher. But Toppling Goliath is also on the list for me to also pick up some more of to try. New Hampshire and Connecticut, Northeast represent with Vanessa and Chris there. Hanscom, 110 miles east. Ooh, that's a road trip. That's a long way to go just to get duck eggs. Duck egg yolks are more orange yellow side for color. Okay. I don't even know if we have a place around here that sells duck eggs now I think about it. But I never went out to actually try to look for duck eggs, but I'm just kind of curious if we have a place that sells duck eggs. Maybe one of our local farms. We do have a few farms through the area where we can find some of that stuff in play. I'd definitely give it a go. And if you're wondering, my personal rating on this beer here, this is for me, a 4.5 out of 5. This is something I could drink anytime and I can actually sit back and enjoy. Kind of wishing I had a cigar right now. Although I never smoke cigars in the house, I'd have to go outside, and today it's actually not that cold. Today we were actually around 50. It's a little windy out there, but went out for a little bit earlier and I was actually surprised it was warmer than what it was yesterday. Grain stores usually have them. But we got some of those around here too, so have to check some of them out. Anybody else drinking any beers tonight? What are y'all drinking? Or eggnog or liquor, mixed drink? What do you guys got going on? Maybe a little bit of wine out there? Friends Llama Farm has more ducks, but I can buy them up at Mass at my other favorite farm in Wendell. Yeah, I've seen some of the llama pictures. That's pretty cool. So do llamas just kind of attract ducks or whatever? Or does he run like a llama farm and a duck farm? Yeah, you got the eggnog rocking. Did you put rum in your eggnog? Or you always put rum in your eggnog, I should say? Oh, I knew Crystal wouldn't disappoint. Natty Ice in the house. Some Natty Ice. Pirate rum. Okay, cool. I've never had their rum, so I'd be interested to see what that might taste like. I still haven't cracked open the rum that I have behind me that I picked up when I was down in, can't remember where we went to on vacation this year. We went to, we go to Bahamas. We went to, every year we try to go somewhere like out of the country. Now I can't remember where actually we went to. We went to Mexico last year, but anyway, I still got to crack open the rum. Reds fan, I don't really watch baseball as much. I watch the Reds while I'm here, just to kind of check them out. But I'm not a huge baseball fan overall. As far as sports, most of the stuff is college football and college basketball that I watch. I'll probably, in fact, West Virginia, where I went to school at, they play tonight at 8:30 in one of the tournaments. So I'm going to have that on in the background here. Cincinnati sports professional. It's tough here, man. I mean, you got the Bengals who can't win a game right now. Probably the Cincinnati Bearcats could take them out. You got the Reds who started out like they might have a shot at doing something, kind of, but they didn't. They fell apart. Even the soccer team, FC Cincinnati, they brought them in and made them a major league team. They were doing good before that, and then they went downhill. So pro sports in Cincinnati is not very good. Ducks just run around the farm. He got rid of all the sheep. Said I helped bottle feed 5 of them. Oh, you did? That's pretty cool. Little lambs are cute. So he's got a whole little farm there. Currently aged rum in the nog. Bourbons are nice into vodka if needed. Okay. And Erie's sipping on some coffee? What? Are you planning on staying up tonight, Erie? I mean, I like coffee as well. I'll drink it all through the afternoon till almost 5 o'clock, but drink too much, you won't be able to go to sleep. Yeah, Vanessa with the Patriots. Went skiing years back in snowshoe. Nice. I never went to snowshoe. I've actually went skiing. Went down the New River on a raft. There you go. That's pretty cool. You get a lot of the good rafting that you can do there in West Virginia through the rapids. Erie says, these kids, man. Yeah, the kids, I guess you got to keep an eye on, so they might need the coffee for that. I've skied one time in my life when I was in 9th grade. And it's not, and I liked it. I just haven't gone back to doing it. But I was actually part of our ski club that we had in New Jersey. And we skied in Killington. So we actually went to the best place to go on the East Coast to actually ski. And that was a blast. So we skied Killington and we skied snow. And of course, by the last day I had it down, but then it was time to leave. I go pick up my brother at Trucker Yard at midnight. And 16 ounce of PBR Extra here. Now, I haven't seen the PBR Extra, and I just heard about the PBR Extra more because of the Pat's 99 can kits. One of the beers is a PBR Extra. So what do you think of the PBR Extra, Bart? Is it something you actually like or dig, or did you just kind of grab it because it was there? Is it pretty decent for like a adjunct lager? A new company, but they're 29 miles north up in Mass. So he's at a new company now, yeah. So you got to go pick him up at midnight. So you can't drink too much. You got to stay, keep your wits about you, Vanessa. I don't want to have Eric, a Lions fan, coming over to your house being upset if something happens. Plus, I don't want Eric taking out your kneecaps because, you always start to take out everybody's kneecaps. They drink and drive. Yeah, I've been to Killington a few times. Killington was freaking awesome. The next year, I was supposed to go to Canada, but I didn't end up going. And then the ski club that we actually had there didn't do as much and stuff. But I got to ski. That was one thing I always wanted to try to do. So Vanessa is buying a case of Guinness Foreign Extra Stout at Base Friday. Nice. And for those of you that have not had the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, as far as the stouts that I've had from Guinness, that is ultimately my favorite stout that I've had from Guinness. And Guinness does a lot of good beers, but that Guinness Foreign Extra is definitely the one I prefer the most. The Antwerpen is actually pretty good as well. But yeah, that Foreign Extra is the bomb. Ramon going to Alta in February, nice. And Vanessa, yeah, only one eggnog, and the resorts in Vermont are fun. Yeah, so again, I was kind of limited because we were like in 9th grade, but it was funny because when we went, the drinking age in Canada was like 18, so we were close to the border, and they were kind of watching us like hawks, so we couldn't sneak over to get beer. But it still happened. Foreign Extra is delicious. It is. It is. The first time I got Foreign Extra, it was one of those Rod J deals. I went to a spot at one of my stores, didn't know what it was. If I didn't know how good it was, I would have bought out the rest they had there, but I got a case for $12.99. A case, 24 for $12.99. That was just crazy. And they had like 7 or 8 cases there. I just took them all. I switched to it instead of just their stock. Yeah, and here's the thing. When you have the Foreign Extra, it is hard to go back to drinking the regular Guinness Stout or the Guinness Draft or the Extra Stout. The Foreign Extra Stout, in my opinion and for me, night and day. It's like you have that, you don't want to go back really and drink the other ones, which again are still good beers, but that Foreign Extra Stout is solid, and we're just starting to really get more of that here, because it used to be you could only buy that in the Caribbean, over in parts of Asia and parts of Africa, but they started to incorporate it more here. So with them also having the brewery there in Baltimore, that might be helping the cause. I will see how much it runs at the base. Yeah, I doubt it would be like $12.99 for a case. I mean, usually if you get a 6-pack, or that might even be like a 4-pack. I'm trying to think if it was a 4 or 6 for that one. But you're usually probably paying for whatever pack they have, probably, I would say around $10 or $11. So I also bought a case of, if you like Belgian ales, Golden Corollas, their Christmas ale, for $12.99 one year, which was also crazy. And it's also a great beer. If you like Belgian ale, if you ever see Golden Corollas, I would say definitely pick up some of the brews. They are always pretty solid. Not just the Christmas, but also the other things they do. Freaking monks know what they do when they make beer. Yes, only the Foreign Extra Stout anymore. Military bases are nice for hunting rare brews. Cheaper on base. And it should be cheaper. And again, thank you for your service, Vanessa. But, you know, they should be rewarded by having some of the cheaper beers there, too. So, that's awesome. I wonder if Eastwind goes to that base as well, because you guys are kind of close to each other, and Eastwind also has served too. So I wonder if he ends up going over there at times. I want to see what they have in kegs. There you go. That is one thing I do not have here, is any type of kegerator. But it's just usually me drinking beer. Although the wife will drink it from time to time now. She actually came home with some Yingling early, which surprised me. Because usually she drinks more wine or vodka or some other things, but she wanted beer tonight. I was like, what? Want to see what they have in the kegs. And coldest skiing I've ever done was in Alaska. I would like to go to Alaska during the summer when they have the solstice or whatever. I have buddies that went on a cruise at that time. They were golfing at midnight because there's, you know, so much light. I think that would be kind of a cool thing to do. But it's funny, if you ever look at the stories out of Alaska, the news and all that kind of stuff, they've always got crazy stuff happening, like whether it's murders or suicide or drugs. I mean, but then it's like, you're in Alaska, there's like not much to do. I think you would drive yourself crazy up there. As of January 1st, every service-connected disabled vet can shop at bases and use MWR facilities. Oh, excellent. And Ramon said, ask Vanessa if she ever went to Aliska. Bar says the PBR Extra is a decent malt liquor, 6.5 ABV, available locally, but it might disappear anytime Pabst distribution is pathetic. Well, if you see the 99 pack, 33 of them are the PBR Extra, 33 are the regular PBR, the other 33 are like the light PBR. Hey, what's happening, Hans? Cheers, my friend. Hans down there in Miami. Welcome, buddy. Hope all is well. And Vanessa said yes to Ramon. We were snowboarding before people heard of snowboarding. And Ramon, before I tell you, if you don't know Vanessa, but Vanessa pretty much does everything. I mean, she's like building a fire pit right now, and she's gonna be building some other stuff, and she teaches, and she's like the every woman type thing. I think like that song "I'm Every Woman" was probably written about Vanessa at some point. And Roman says one day he wants to go there. Snowboarded down the side if the middle was slow facility. The ski slopes on Elmendorf Air Force Base too. Wow. Every time, Vanessa, we talk, it's like more and more I learn. It's like, man, you have done so much out there. That's the way to live life, though. Roman says, cool terrain looks gnarly. When we skied Killington, we had the ski lift stop on one of the slopes. And we were sitting up on the slope, and we were watching this one guy who was trying to get down the hill. I think he mistakenly put himself on like a black diamond course. This guy, every few feet, would just fall and bust his ass on like the moguls or whatever it may be. Finally, he took the skis off and decided to walk down the hill because he was just terrible. Because like he was definitely on the wrong course. Vanessa's a nutball. Roland says, I've done Revelstoke, Big White, and Whistler in BC, but never made it to Alaska. Alaska's just got some pretty terrain up there as well. All the footage you see, and definitely one of the cool states to actually want to go to. Making leather can holders at the moment. Really? I'm ordering a side of Horween rusted hardest leather to make the final product. Like I said, Vanessa does like everything. Ramon says, I have great snows in Vermont, but have got some ice and wicked winds that cut right through you. Yeah. And like on some of the parts of Killington, like some of the moguls were like on ice, I think. And this one guy, he was just totally screwed on the hill he was on. And it was a good long walk he had to go down too. I was raised with my brothers tobogganing through the woods around here. Oh, tobogganing. I was like, what? Tobogganing. Just gotta watch out for those trees, that's all. Vanessa's single, LL. I don't know if Vanessa is single. I don't know. A lot of men can probably keep up with her, though. She's always going. So what are you drinking tonight, Hans? On my Instagram are the test can holders. I have 3 test ones almost complete. All right. So I'll check that out as well. And if you guys don't have Vanessa Kitty on Instagram, make sure you check her out, too. She does put up some cool pictures and stuff. And like I said, that fire pit you're building is awesome. Vanessa is married at 10 years. Well, there you go. See? I don't know. We were talking about it before, but yeah, Vanessa married 10 years. And she also, I think you did some stuff on your own video as well on YouTube. So anyway, but check out Vanessa. A lot of good stuff there. Taurus Trap It Belgian style triple. My man! That sounds nice. You can never go wrong with a Belgian triple. She's not married, that's a and let's see here. James B. Kitty is her husband. There you go, Hans. And so the Instagram for Vanessa is Vanessa M Kitty. So if you guys haven't had that, definitely check her out there. I'm trying to think, when I go into the Eclectic Beard Show, am I going to drink another beer? Or am I going to drink maybe a little gin? I mean, I do got to work tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a short day because of the holiday. And that's the other thing. Go back to the holiday. So no one gave me really anything. So what are some of your favorite foods on Thanksgiving to enjoy? What do you like having the most on Thanksgiving? Is it turkey? Is it pie? Potatoes? Macaroni? What do you look forward to? Biscuits? Been trying to find delirium ale from those monks. Yeah, we get delirium here, red and the blue. Can't find it anywhere, really. That's surprising. They're pretty big. In fact, the last Beer Fest, I actually met one of their reps here from Delirium. I need to reach out to again to see about where they're going to be doing some other stuff around here. But they're usually in a lot of spots. But you guys have so much good beer up there anyway, Vanessa. Maybe it's just hard for them to get in, or they didn't find as much. Ramon, there we go. Stuffing, cranberries, and beer. Now, what kind of beer do you like to enjoy at Thanksgiving, Ramona? What are you thinking about enjoying this year? Like, are you already got your beer prepared that you're going to enjoy with the turkey and stuff? As a kid, I was never a big fan of cranberries. I never really liked the cranberry sauce. So I kind of didn't. I didn't like stuffing either. I don't know why I didn't like stuffing. I just didn't. I was more of the macaroni and cheese, the baked macaroni and cheese when it comes out of the oven and it's all cheesy and it's all brown for being, in the oven, and it's got that gooiness to it. Yeah, I used to like some of that. Oyster stuffing in particular. But now that I'm older, I do like stuffing, so I do enjoy it, but I haven't had oyster. That'd be something to kind of check out. Another thing was, let's see, this is 2019, so I never had pumpkin pie until maybe like 14, 15 years ago. Never had pumpkin pie until then. But then when I found it, I pretty much dug it. 4-pack of Sip of Sunshine I'm taking to your parents. Maybe a stout. I like IPAs year round now. Sip of Sunshine. I need to pick it up. We do get that here now from Lawson's. I just haven't gotten it yet. Next time I'm back at Jungle Gyms, I'm going to have to get that to finally do a review on it. But yeah, a good IPA. You can't go wrong with that either. Cranberries cooked up on the stove, turn it to the jelly stage, and vodka. Let's sit in fridge or freezer. What? No, that might have got me into the cranberries. And ice trays. Ham stuffing is always good. I've never seen ham stuffing. That's interesting. I like ham. In fact, when I was a kid and I was younger, I didn't like turkey as much, so my grandmother used to make ham and turkey. That's what you get when you're benefit. You're like the only grandchild, the only child, and then also like the only great nephew. They kind of spoiled you a little bit, Ramon says, don't sleep on the pumpkin. So I didn't have pumpkin pie. So obviously, if I never had pumpkin pie, I never had sweet potato pie. I've had both since then, and I like both of them. So I will enjoy those when they are out as well. Yeah, so sweet potato pie is what Vanessa said. Butternut squash pie. I've not had butternut squash pie. Might be another one to try to check out. I love pumpkin everything except pie. What are you? How do you like pumpkin everything except the pie? Everything is kind of made after the pie. The pumpkin beers are like designed to be like from the pie. And then Hans said, Ramon, what state are you from? He said Virginia. Virginia's actually, I need to get back down to Virginia at some point. I've actually got a lot of my family down in the Charlottesville area. I need to get back down there at some point and visit. Vanessa says cranberry, ice cube, vodka shooters. That's a pretty good idea. That's pretty good. You know what? After doing the vodka gummy worms, I would definitely want to try that as well. The vodka gummy worms were very nice. And I would definitely recommend anybody wants to like a little bit of a juice candy. Soak them babies for a week in the fridge, and they turned out well. And Ramon says, I was in New York City this past weekend. I always pick a 4-pack up, amongst other things, when we visit my wife's family in Long Island. Nice. I'm just saying, don't like turkey unless it's barbecue. Yeah, I never really got into it as much. I eat turkey now, though. It's just when I was younger, I was not as big into it. The deep fried turkey that they do around here, I've had some of that before, and that's really good. But like I was saying last week, there'll be some houses on fire because inevitably some people put it too close to their house and they catch fire. Yummy pumpkin pie, Vanessa says she makes with fresh heavy cream from a local farm. Been a dairy farm since the revolution. I do not doubt that your pumpkin pie is pretty yummy. Knowing everything else you do, I'm sure it is pretty solid. Made turkeys every month since January. Wow. Erie said I make pumpkin cinnamon rolls, cheesecake, cookies, and brownies. Those sound pretty good too. Ramon, Charlottesville, 60 miles west of me. I'm right inside of Richmond. Oh, okay, cool. My sister, she's down there in Virginia. Can't remember which part she's in, but she is down. I want to say it's like the southeast corner down in that area. A couple hours, I believe, out of like the DC area. Fruitcake and the vodka cranberry shooters. See, I never liked fruitcake as much, although there are beers that come out that emulate fruitcake now that I've actually enjoyed. Vanessa says, I have a jar of the dill pickle moonshine. The pickles are yum. So in the moonshine, they actually put pickles. Which I guess shouldn't be surprising because if you get the blueberry moonshine, they do put blueberries in that, and the apple, they put apple slices in that. So I've never seen the pickle moonshine. Now, when we go down to like Gatlinburg, Tennessee, where we stay at cabins, a lot of people will pick up moonshine from places down there, and you'll get some good moonshine. But I'll have to look out for the dill pickle. Erie says pickle moonshine sounds amazing. Now, we do have the pickle beers here from some of the breweries, and actually some of them are actually decent. Pumpkin cheesecake, tasty. I have had pumpkin cheesecake, and I do like pumpkin cheesecake. That has been good. I've also had pumpkin like brownies before as well, which are actually pretty good. And just recently, I had pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, which were interesting. Yes, pickles in it are tasty. I bet, yeah. Especially when you bite into the pickle and get a little bit of that hit from the alcohol. Han said, is moonshine illegal? In some states, it might be illegal. But there's like, where I'm in Kentucky, you can get moonshine. In Tennessee, you can get moonshine. There's some states that did pass it there. Not if it is taxed and sold in a legal fashion, Ramon said. So, now he's also in Virginia, so getting the gist here is a lot of southern states got the moonshine, you know what I'm saying? Got the moonshine. It's funny though, I went to college, like I said, at WVU, and so after college, moved up here to Ohio, and first I went to the liquor store because all the times we would party at West Virginia, we would drink Everclear. Found out that in Ohio, and even to today, you cannot buy Everclear because it's too strong of an alcohol. They do not sell Everclear in Ohio. But over here on the Kentucky side where I'm at, you can buy Everclear. It was just kind of funny. Like, they said it was too strong, and I remember coming up into the area after college, like, what do you mean it's too strong? It's alcohol. Alcohol is supposed to be strong, and it's never too strong. But apparently, some states say it is. Ramon says, not if it, Vanessa said, Old Smoky Moonshine Dill Pickle. Let's see, that's what we get. We get the Old Smoky line, so I'm sure we have the Dill Pickle as well. So I'll have to take a look out to see if I can find that one. ABV and average moonshine. I don't know what the ABV usually is. I think it's usually, in a lot of the moonshines I've seen, like between 30 to 40 proof. I mean, there's some that are stronger than that, I believe, but the ones that are sold commercially are usually like around that level. Vanessa said the pickles absorb the alcohol as other fruits and alcohol do as well. Yeah. And so you eat those pieces as well at the end. And if people go to Gatlinburg, you get the moonshine. All the cabins pretty much have hot tubs. You just chill in the hot tub, drinking the moonshine. Depending on what time of year you're down there, nice moonlit night, you're just kind of relaxing and hoping no bears show up, basically, because bears will show up at times. This baby is smooth. Try it. Pair the dill pickles with the blue cheese stuffed bison. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That sounds really good. Dill pickles with a blue cheese stuffed bison burger. I haven't had bison in a while either. I may have to pick up some bison this weekend. Make some bison burgers, some dill pickles. Does Vanessa like guns? Yeah. Vanessa does like guns. She has a gun collection. That does sound delicious, right, Ramon? It's bison is such a good meat. Do I own guns and use firearms? Yes. My icon here is my Kunin 357 mag. Remember, Hans, Vanessa's former military, so she knows how to use them too, so. She's a keeper. Yeah, Vanessa does a lot, and it's awesome. Like, if things go bad, I'm gonna get up to the Northeast and find Vanessa to be like the leader of the colony of the New World, because Vanessa knows all the stuff we need to do. And I just say, yes, ma'am, whatever we need to do, got it. Somebody will ask me, why are you doing that? I don't know. Vanessa says we need it, so we're doing it. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, what's happening, Beerhound? Cheers, buddy. Rocking it from the OC out in California. Another good beer reviewer, beer tuber that you guys should check out. If you haven't checked out Beerhound's channel, make sure you check out Beerhound's beer reviews as well. Vanessa says she bought her first gun in Alaska in 1982, the SW629 8 3/8 44 mag. Nice. Hans said, love the military men and women. And Ramon said she's like the man with no name in High Plains Drifter. There you go. Great movie too. High Plains Drifter, great movie. U.S. Air Force Sergeant retired 1996. And the Stone Woot Stout is awesome. Yeah. So this is the 2018 that I pulled from the Cellar Hound. I let it actually age for since last year. It was done July of 2018. Decided to break it out, and I am not disappointed, my friend. Very solid. Might pick up a 2019 to age that one for next year. Yes, ma'am, and there's a no, never. Right, Hans? Like, whatever she needs or wants, you got to give it to her. Just do it. Don't ask questions. Vanessa Kitty for president. I have been to almost all the Remember the stations across the Arctic over 5 years in the 80s. I feel like there should be a TV show about Vanessa and just the wonders and stuff that she's seen and done, just to go over her life. I mean, you should write that stuff down, put a book out about it. I mean, you've done some amazing things. I'm just going to say that right now. It'd be a great read. And I'm sure you have so much like wonderful imagery from it all that you could easily tell some good stories. Hans said, Vanessa's husband is lucky. Yeah. She's good people. Vanessa is good people. But you're all good people. What time is it? Right now it's 8:47. Said, oops, remote stations. I would like to get a hold of a Desert Eagle, Beerhound said. So, well, Beerhound, I mean, I was going to say, I know you're out in California. I don't know how hard it is out there because of the regulation and stuff you have with that state and everything. I've got friends here in Kentucky that have Desert Eagles. My inspections closed down the oldest dairy farm in Louisiana, the oldest sausage maker in Tennessee. So you were actually inspecting the farms and stuff, and basically from your review of the farms, they closed it down? Like you were finding a lot of bad stuff that was happening? Cars are nice, their deagles are fun. Yeah, I was kind of wondering today, I went to Taco Bell and didn't have any issues with Taco Bell, but apparently Taco Bell, I think it was in Illinois, some of their places got closed down by the health inspector on some of their foods and stuff, and I'm like, I wonder if it's the same foods that we get here from Taco Bell, or if it was something that just happened there. But I survived. I lived another day, and I think a lot of people have with Taco Bell at different times in their lives. Health inspector for the Air Force and second career military. Well, if you caught bad things they were doing, I mean, like Public Enemy, shut them down. I mean, you don't want people out there getting sick or worse, so stuff like that. I'm like John Taffer on Bar Rescue. I'm just like, shut it down. Don't even serve another damn thing out of here if it's that bad of a situation. Veterinary inspector, but now we call them military public health. Well, I guess different things have different lingo nowadays. Back at the Lagunitas Brown Sugar tonight. You're not the first one that said that, my friend. That's a good beer, and people have returned to the Lagunitas Brown Sugar. I would say if anybody's ever in Chicago, I do recommend checking out the Lagunitas Brewery. A great setup there. Obviously, if you're in California, you want to go to Petaluma to see how they actually do it. Haven't been to that one, but I've been to the one in Chicago. Eric Gilbert in the house. Cheers, fools. What's up, EG? Just kind of kicking it tonight. I was rapping earlier about a stone Woot Stout that I was drinking, and then we're having our usual chat, so to speak. And 9 o'clock, I'm going to be jumping over to the Eclectic Beard channel. So if you guys don't have the Eclectic Beard, make sure you subscribe to him as well. We're going to get into our Tuesday night college football talk and go through a rundown of different things there. Well, it starts off college football talk, but then it gets kind of crazy after that point. And then Beer Hound Ramon is actually out in the OC in California. The sausage plant was sweeping floor debris and using it in the sausage center. Oh my God. Tracked the garbage back 10 years, caught red-handed at Bailey and Bailey for executives. Dude, that is such shit that they were actually doing that and putting in the food and such shit like that, but then sending it to the military. Yeah, they needed to be shut down. Prickly pear, Hans said. And Beer Hounds, yeah, I said raised in OC. Born in OC when I was born and raised. Little Fresh Prince there. Hey, what's happening, Swami? Malton in Montreal in the house. Heller. Hey, if you guys want to know about whiskey, you guys want to check out Malton in Montreal. He's very informative, fun time, great guy, and he does a lot of stuff on whiskey. Knowledge is boom. So make sure you check out his channel as well. If you're a whiskey fans, I'm telling you, will not be disappointed there. Ramon says, if you ever get to Chicago, drive an hour away to Hop Butcher for the World. They make some very nice beers. Yeah, love to get to Hop Butcher and check them out as well. Also in Chicago, I need to get to Half Acre. Didn't get a chance to go last time I was up there, but that would be a cool place to actually go. Ramon said, cool, I went to a cool bar in Dana Point only a year ago. I remember the name, but it had good beer and views of the ocean. Gilbert said, drop a link for the football talk. Yeah, let me... I'm going to grab Alan's channel here so I can share with you guys where we kick that off here at 9 o'clock. Which it is approaching that time. It's about that time. Let me see here. Talks amongst yourselves while I search for the Eclectic Beard. Come on. Oh, this is interesting. So OBS has actually changed it up where I have to create a channel to join the chat. Huh, interesting. I don't want to create a channel to join the chat though. But it's making me do so, which is weird. Bear with me here. Let me do this. Oh, YouTube, I hate you very much right now because this is not what I wanted to do. All right, so what I'm going to have to do is jump to another thing here. This chat thing is kind of crazy. Bear with me. All right. Let me jump over here. Hold on, guys. It's got me jumping around on this YouTube because they switched up how you do stuff on here. As usual, they're always screwing with shit, which is the one thing I hate about YouTube the most. It's like, just leave stuff the hell alone and stop messing with it all the time. You're always changing stuff up and it's pissing people off. All right. So here's the link for Alan's channel for the eclectic beard. And so that's actually where we'll be doing that at 9 o'clock. Hans, the soundtrack playing right now is from MU. It's a channel here on YouTube. I just have MU338. I don't have the name of the song. But MU for your YouTube channel is the station. I'll go ahead and put that here as well. That way if you want to check them out. But some real good tracks they put together that you can actually use for people that are creators. You can use them on your YouTube channel, and all you do is credit them kind of in the description section so that people can check them out. But Hans, there is the link for the MU music that you can actually check out there. The link for Eclectic Beard's malfunctioning? Let me go back and check it. I might have missed a letter there. All right, let's see here. All right, try that one there. That one should work, Vanessa. And then that'll get you over to Alan's. We'll actually do that. Cheers to Eric. Why would you say that about Eric? With Eric. Let me see here. Tired of all this copper talk. What's up, all? Hey, what's up, Arizona Time? What's my friend? Check his channel out. Does some great stuff out there in Arizona. Has a great fun channel. Definitely say swing by and make sure you hit him up as well. Okay, the last link worked good. Yeah, I think I missed a letter or something. But right now, because I did something stupid on my computer, it's not letting me sign in to see the chat. Well, let me try it this way. If I can get back in where I was before.
But welcome to the Terror Dome.
I didn't mean to pop that in there, but I've got my soundboard hooked up and I hit one button and that actually cued that. But hey, there's never a wrong time for Chuck D, you know what I'm saying? So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and get this baby wound down. We are 2 minutes before the hour and I'm going to be jumping over to the Eclectic Beard channel. The link is there in the chat. we're going to get involved and talk about some of the sports action. Definitely want to thank everybody for coming out and being here tonight and joining in the chat. It's definitely been a great time, and hopefully you guys will join us over there where we will actually have a blast as well, and should be a good time for all. I would think it usually is. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get this baby shut down. Of course, go out, my boy, the nature boy. And if you guys are up for some more fun, join us over there on the Eclectic Beer channel, where we're going to get after it for a little bit. Hope to see you there soon. Keep drinking those good craft beers. And remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody. See you soon.
Oh, you didn't know? Your